Greetings and welcome back to Pocket Ants. Well, I guess we didn't have to wait for Halloween, did we? Since we have an event coming up in just a few days. And that event is going to be the second anniversary release of Pocket Ants. Now, normally I would do videos like this a little bit closer to the event, but I didn't have anything else to do today, so this is what we're going to do. So they released information in the Discord about 3 days ago, and I thought, why don't we go over it right now, and I will impart my wisdom in regards to these events at the same time, including the single most important piece of information you need to know. So let's get going with that. All right, so this is the post here. We're going to go over it chunk by chunk. I think there's 4 chunks of it. Hello, the Emperor Scorpion and the anniversary event are coming to Pocket Ants. Pocket Ants is celebrating its second year by doing a special in-game event. Second anniversary event, 2 years anniversary. That's kind of redundant, but you get the general idea, right? Duration, June 17th, 0000 UTC until basically July 5th. When July 5th comes, their time, it's over. Details. On June 17th, an anniversary chocolate cake will appear north of your colony, and it will last 24 hours. You will need to interact with it to trigger the 24-hour timer. The cake acts as an unlimited supply of leaves and food. After 24 hours, the cake will disappear, but you can buy a new 24-hour cake using gems. This is the most important thing I can tell you about this event. Do not touch that chocolate cake at the beginning of the first day of the event. Wait half a day. Wait 20 hours. Just make sure you do not do it at the beginning of the event. I will explain why, but that is the single most important thing you need to know. I cannot tell you how many times I've said this, and I still have people saying I messed up. Please remember, do not touch it at the beginning of the event. We'll talk about it in detail later. Fill up the activity bar to attract a new special creature. The Emperor Scorpion. They're actually telling us this time. And finally, we're getting a scorpion. Maximum of 2 per day. The daily limit resets at 0000 UTC. In other words, when their new day begins, you will be able to summon more. We're going to get back to that, of course. The special creature has boosted stats, same as golden creatures. Finally, we're getting a scorpion. That means I get to do a 3rd video for this event. You will get activity points by doing the following tasks. Points will carry over to the next day if the cap is not reached. I'll go over all this, by the way. Defeating the red ants colony, finding acorns, gathering chocolate from the anniversary chocolate cake and processing it as food. Only the ones brought to the food chamber. Getting honeydew from aphid farms, bonus multiplier counts. Getting pheromones from attacking in a battle, attacking Dr. Zanny counts too. Watching ads. Alright, so let's talk about this. The way this works is there's an activity bar. You want to fill the activity bar. When you do, you can summon the Emperor Scorpion. I can't wait to see him. You can do that twice a day, but you have to fill the activity bar. If you have the chocolate cake, you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to do anything else because that alone will do the job. You tell your workers to gather from the chocolate cake and gather it as food. It's endless. It'll just fill the activity bar up and you'll be able to do 2 quick summonses. No problem. If you only have the chocolate cake for the first day, it won't be able to be used the second day. So what I'm saying is that if you start the chocolate cake at the beginning of the first day of the first event, it will get you 2 summons of the Emperor Scorpion. But that's it. Now, if you wait, say 12 hours, like I said, 20 hours. One time I waited 22 hours. I had completely forgotten about it, but it was no problem. As long as you have a significant overhang of the 24 hours of the cake over multiple days, because those are 2 different things. The game day and the 24-hour timer on the cake. Say like you waited 12 hours. That means you're going to have 12 hours of the cake in the first day and 12 hours in the second day. So that means you can guarantee get yourself 4 summonses. And if you're lucky with your merges, that might just very well get you a 3-star Emperor Scorpion, and you don't have to do anything else. So do not touch it at the beginning of the event. Now, if you're thinking, well, I'll just wait an hour, that shouldn't be a problem. 1, there's no reason to do that. And 2, you never know what happens. What happens if you lost service? What happens if something happens to your device? It's not worth it. There's no motivation for doing it early. If you do it in the first hour, if you do it in the last hour, it doesn't matter. There's no reason to risk it. So just remember, you want to have the 24-hour threshold of the chocolate cake over multiple days. Now, if you're planning on gemming, more, that's fine. But just make sure you do the same thing. Don't do it at the beginning of a day. See, when they're talking about the beginning of the day, I am in the United States, and I'm in Eastern Daylight Time. The beginning of the day for me is going to be 7 p.m. at night, which means that when 7 p.m. comes, it's going to reset everything for them. So I certainly wouldn't want to do interacting with the cake. By the way, in order to activate, you have to interact with it, which means you set it as a source, or you actually walk over and grab a piece yourself. Just stay away from it. Stay away from it. But that means that if I did it at 7 o'clock, right when the event began, when 7 o'clock the next day came and the next game day began, I don't have it. Then you have to go to the other things. And now we're going to talk about those. Now, once you're past the chocolate cake, how do you get activity? The easiest way, if you're not going to gem another cake, the easiest way is 1, attacking the red ants colony. That one's going to get you 200. The activity bar is 1,000. So you need to get 1,000 activity. And like they said, it carries over for the next day. If you only get 600 in one day, you get 400 the next day, you can do a summon. The other way is the acorns. There will be 10 acorns on the screen. When you go and you gather from them, you'll get 20 each time, which means if you get all 10, that's an extra 200. Now, the other ways are not really significant. Honeydew. You get 1 for every honeydew. So when you're talking about hundreds from the others, it doesn't really work very well. If you're talking about pheromones, again, you get 1 for every pheromone. If you're going to be going after honeydew and you're going to be going after pheromones, battles and such like that, you're not going to be doing it for this event. You're going to be doing it for battling and getting honeydew. Don't even get me started on ads. You only get 1 for every ad. Do you want to watch 1,000 videos? I don't want to watch 1,000 videos. So it's just important to remember, do not activate the chocolate cake at the beginning of the event. Then lean very heavily on the red ants colony and the acorns. Now, like it's going to say later on, the respawn of the red ants is going to be every 6 hours. They're speeding that up. Another reason you want to do that is because that will give you gems. I actually have a bunch of gems. Most of them came from red ants. All right, so let's move on. 3, and they mean 3, new limited time ant skins will be available for purchase in the gem shop. The skins will last beyond the duration of the event. Only purchasing them is limited to the event. So I've bought a couple of skins. You buy them during an event. You can use them whenever you want. Daily gifts. Anniversary gifts each day and a special one on the last day. Skipping a day will not reset progress. What that means is there's going to be 10 if my memory is right. These events, I didn't do the calculation, usually go about 18 days. So if you log in consistently for 5 days and then you miss a day for one reason, the next time you go in, you'll be going after the 6th item. As long as you go in 10 of the 18 days and grab an item, you'll get everything you want. They usually give us very good stuff. They'll get you, sometimes it'll be honeydew, maybe sometimes it'll be creature parts, other times it'll be like resin. So usually it's worth it. And the last gift, I think it was gems the last time, which is the reason I got like 1,400 right now. Additionally, these timers will be reduced for the duration of the event. Red ant colony respawn from 12 to 16 hours. Aphid farm respawn from 6 to 4 hours. Hope you enjoy it. By the way, I had to cut a picture of a scorpion off the bottom of the screen. If you want to see it, go over to the Discord, but I didn't have space for it. Okay, and I think that's everything. And of course, I ran out of food in the meantime. I had some food running because I was completely depleted because people came and stole stuff from me. And I figure I'm going to have to restock my soldiers every once in a while for the event. Because after all, I'm going to be capturing Emperor Scorpion Zainai. All right, so basically it's a standard event. And we do know what the creature is this time. And we're finally getting a Scorpion. I can't wait to do the testing on him. I hope I don't have any problems getting 2 3 stars for them. I might have a little bit of a problem up here, though. I might have to spend some of my gems to open slots, but there are things I can get rid of, so I might just go ahead and do that. Do I really need a 2-star Bombardier now? Do I need the Tiger Beetle? I don't think so. The Rhinoceros Beetle? I don't think so. I have the other one down here, the big Christmas one. So I think I can probably... And do I need the Dragonfly? I got 2 of the Halloween pennants who are actually still the champions. Are they still the best? Actually, I think the pink dragon one is the best one now. Right, the flame, whatever it is, the pink dragon, whatever, the centipede, millipede, I think it was, right? Yeah, I don't remember too much. I don't play very much. But anyway, we got the event coming up. Like I said, for me, it's going to begin 7 p.m. Thursday evening. But that's because I'm in the United States and I am Eastern Daylight Time. Find out when that's going to be for your time and catch the beginning of the event. But like I said, make sure that you don't touch the chocolate cake until you've given a significant amount of time so that the 24-hour timer covers 2 days. Because that'll guarantee you 4 free summonses. You won't have to worry about anything else. But I would suggest you still go after the red ants because you do get a lot of gems for that. So since the timer is reduced, it's still worth it. You know, even though if you're not doing it for activities, still do it for that. It is worth it. Like I said, and don't forget the acorns as well. Between the 2 of them, that's going to get you more picks. You'll get the 4 initially from the chocolate cake. The other things, I mean, you're going to do them anyway. But I mean, look, you'll get like maybe 20, 30, and then you'll get 200 from the red ants, and you'll get 200, and it'll just all go away in the end anyway, so it won't really matter, right? Are you going to be able to raise 200 from doing those other things? It'll be very tedious. You could do it, but I mean, it's not really that important. If you stick to the red ants, you stick to the acorns, you'll be able to get a bunch of picks. Hopefully you get lucky with the merges. I mean, if you get really lucky, like I said, the chocolate cake, the initial one, could get you a 3-star. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, my target is going to be getting 2 3-star Scorpions. It will allow me to start getting rid of the other ones if it's really powerful. I mean, at this point, that's probably it. I only have 1 Scorpion in there at the moment. So depending on how the power of the other ones work out, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to have to start making some hard choices in terms of who my combat team is. Not that I actually bring them into combat. I don't do attacks. And I won't do any attacks until they remove the Venus flytrap from the game. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So the event will begin in a few days. Like I said, for me, it's going to be Thursday evening. Don't forget about the chocolate cake. Don't touch it until significantly into the first day. Give yourself lots of hours. Like I said, one time when I was doing these videos, I forgot about it and it was like 2 hours before the next day was going to begin, and it was still no problem. There's no downside to actually delaying it towards the end of the first day, unless, of course, you delayed it too much. But there is a cost to doing it too early in the first day if you don't have enough time to let it run and fill up the food meter. And remember, when you are using it, you have to gather as food. And you feel free to fill up all your food and your leaves using this, because remember, while it's there, it's an endless source. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So I guess we'll see you once the event begins. I'll probably put a video out on Friday, and hopefully we'll be getting my 3-star Scorpion that day. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.